Hey everybody, welcome back to House of Prep. First of all, thank you to all the well wishers. I'm feeling much better. I've had that cold. Still got my voice a little weird, but the symptoms and stuff are finally starting to break through the coughing and some of the throat and everything. So thank you for that, the well wishes and the prayers. But yeah, let's talk about the real crisis going on right now, right? Oat milk. That's got to be the biggest crisis. Is that still going on? Uh, Anybody here Starbucks drinkers? I what brought this up is my daughter. I think it might have been last night. We were sitting around. I had grilled some food, and she said, "Hey, on your videos, have you talked about the Oatly oat milk yet?" And I was like, "What?" So what are you talking about? Oatly oat milk? What? Made from oats? Oat milk, not oak like in trees. Like I don't think you can milk an oak tree, but oats, like oat milk. I was like, I guess I've heard of oat milk in the past. I guess I just didn't really know that this was like a thing. And she's like, oh yeah, like it was a new thing kicked off for the spring or something. And Starbucks, and she had tried some in one of her Starbucks drinks, and it was all the craze, and everyone's loves this oat milk being added to their Starbucks coffee drinks and such. And I don't go to Starbucks. Obviously, it's just too much money. If I'm drinking coffee, it's just going to be basic, easy, cheap coffee. Um, but hey, to each their own. If that's your thing, that's like my thing is Diet Pepsi's, right? So if your thing's Starbucks, that's okay. It's on the price your side for my taste, but everyone has a vice, right? And I get it. If you have that vice and something's short and you can't get what you like to get, look, it's a big deal, right? So oat milk, big crisis going on for people. I get, I don't know. Maybe it's a millennial thing, or maybe I don't know. You guys can tell me. Maybe it's our age group too, right? Maybe that's a thing right now. I'm just not on. No one gave me the memo. I was left out on this one, guys. The Oatly oat milk. Okay, so maybe I might have to try it if it comes back. Is it already back at Starbucks? Do they already have it back in stock? I don't know. Maybe you guys can share with me. But while we're talking about restaurants and stuff, I mean, we talk about a lot about food at the grocery stores and finding deals and things. Let's talk going out to eat. I was trying to, you got my mind thinking. I'm thinking, well, what have I noticed that maybe I like, whether it's food or a meal. Um, Obviously, we don't eat out a lot because it's, you know, we try to work with a budget, and it just seems so much cheaper to eat at home. I mean, most of you would agree with me on that, if not everybody. It's obviously, if you can fix your own food, prepare your own meals, A, it's probably a little healthier. B, it is cheaper. And, you know, sometimes you like to go out, whether it's for a special occasion or that once a week, just a chance for a date night, just to get out, have somebody wait on you, try some of your favorite foods. And that's okay to do that. And I recommend getting outside of your bubble from time to time. Um, if you're stuck out in the woods or something and you never go out or something, hey, take your significant other and go out on a date somewhere. Go into town, right? And have a little fun, little R&R. But I was thinking, I was like, what if I went out to get something that maybe we had a hankering for, right? And we're like, hey, why don't we jump in the car and go get XYZ and maybe a treat? And one of ours is just Starbucks on the brain. There's a Sonic that's not too far from our house. Well, we really enjoy some of their different ice cream treats at Sonic. They're relatively inexpensive, and I can already see the comments now. We make our own ice cream, and that's cool, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes, you just want to just hop in the car, put the top down, drive over to Sonic because you can park there, right? And you can get the ice cream and things. And again, it's just about the experience, about just getting a little time out, a little time away, spending some quality time out there. And we noticed sometimes we order from the app, and there was an announcement that all their strawberry products are on hold, temporarily unavailable because of shipment issues and things. And it just got me thinking. I wonder what is up with that. Our Sonic here recently, it's been going like that now for a couple weeks. I like strawberry shakes. Those are a good treat, go-to item. Or you go out to get the ice cream. They have not the blizzards, but whatever they call them there, but the different ice cream, and sometimes you get the strawberries in there. So I noticed that. What kind of restaurant experiences have you guys noticed? I know there has to be with the shipment issues going on. I know in our country, maybe in some of your other countries, you've had different experiences. But with just shipments of things going on for your grocery stores, it's happening with your restaurants as well. Now, not all restaurants are up and running in every single state. Some are still trying to get employees to even just come back to work, right, before they even have their dining room opened up. I know a lot of things are just drive-through only still. Some people still have their own little restrictions and things, their requirements. But I am noticing, not with just the Starbucks issues, but like some fast food chains and things. But I don't know. I don't go to a whole lot of the major chains. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that where you've gone and there's a sign that says, "Hey, we're temporarily out of." And what about steak prices? Like if you go to a nice steak restaurant, oh man, I can imagine the rates. Some of those fancier steak places where they have the rates. How much is the steak going to be? Well, it depends on what the market is. What are those market rates right now at some of these steakhouses and some of these fancier steak places that have the best steaks, right? The best cuts. What are they charging for steak dinner right now? I'd be curious if you guys could jump in the comments and kind of let me know some experiences. Some of you might go out a little more often than we do. You might have some more choices if you're in a bigger city or town. We don't, where I live, my little area, we don't have a lot of immediate choices. We have to travel a little bit. But I'm just curious. I remember this past year we went to Cracker Barrel one time, and things just weren't tasting right. I mean, it was just off. And, I wasn't going to say anything. But you know how when you go to pay at the end and they ask you at the cash register, they said, "Hey, how was your meal? How was everything tonight?" And I'm like, service was good, but I said, I didn't want to say anything, but the food was off. And well, she went and got the manager, which I thought was pretty cool that they took, even though I wasn't really complaining, but that had an issue. And they went and got the manager and they said, "Hey, tell her what's going on." And I said, it just seemed, the mashed potatoes were just off and the mac and cheese was just off. It just wasn't, there's just some of those things that you like that your go-tos, and they just weren't on par. And they said, yeah, we had to make some changes temporarily because we had some shipment issues. So we are seeing that in the restaurant industry, and even today, more often than I've ever had experienced before. So there's still things going on, and I just thought I'd share that, and I wanted to bring up the topic because I thought it'd be a fun discussion to throw out there and to see what you all thought and to see some of your experiences. Maybe some of you work in the restaurant industry. Maybe you're managers, maybe you're servers, maybe you have some ideas of shipments and things that are going on even in the restaurant industry. And I think restaurants and grocery stores, a lot of that can go hand in hand with shipment issues, shortages, and things that might be going out there. So hey, throw some comments. I'd like to hear some of that. So you guys, I hope you're having a great week. Don't forget Thursday's coming up, and we're going to have our weekly Thursday video, and I'll do my best to come up with maybe a couple new items, maybe try something new, right? And we'll talk about it. So keep your head out, and as you're out in the stores and about, and get ready for Thursday. But appreciate all of you and everything that you guys do and all the time that you take and adding comments and adding value to these videos. So thank you for that, guys. And you take care. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye now.